Alright guys, let's get stuck in. So I've done one eye off camera and we're going to replicate the same. So this is the first time I'm actually using the Revolution Forever Flawless Optimum Palette, and I've had this palette for over a year in my collection and I never used it. So I did promise myself I'm gonna use these Revolution Forever Flawless palettes, so here we go. This is the color story in the palette. It is such a beautiful cool tone color story, and so I just created something easy, easy peasy lemon squeezy today because I really want to review some of the newer Revolution products today. So that's where the concentration is gonna be. I'm gonna go ahead and apply my P. Louise base on my lid. Alright, so the first shade I'm gonna go into is Onyx. This shade, it is supposed to be a black shade, but for me it's like it's not a full black shade and it's not as pigmented as I thought it would be. So in a way it's kind of good, but as you guys can see that it's not coming off as proper black, and I'm really rubbing my brush in there. You can see how saturated my brush is, which is good because it's forgiving. It means that you can easily apply. Don't worry if it's too much, we are going to clean up. So I'm just going to apply that in the outer corner, gently blend that in. Okay, to soften the edge of that, I'm going to go into this cool tone brown color called Flawless. It's quite dusty. So yeah, and I'm just going to gently blend out the edge of Onyx. You guys can see, look, she dusty. And I'm slowly bringing that in just a tiny bit. Straight onto the lid, I'm going to apply this color called Mineral, and then I'm going to use this color called Warrior to blend out the space between Onyx and Mineral. Mineral is a beautiful, like, taupey green. Is that a shade? Taupey green eyeshadow. Beautiful shimmer shade. There's definitely nothing high shine about this palette. It's like your box standard shimmer shades and your box standard matte shades. So if you like those kind of shades, you're gonna love this palette. It's not my favorite Forever Flawless so far anyway. And I'm gonna use the shade Capital to blend the inner corner. Yeah, I'm not a full fan of these shades just because I feel like Revolution have stepped up way more than this, and so the pigmentation of their shadows are a lot better now than this. This one's a bit dusty, but again, I've had this palette for ages, so yeah. Alright, and I think Revolution is still selling this palette actually. So if you are interested in the color story, then check out their website. Alright, and that's basically it. That's basically it. And I'm just going to use the same brush and just tap. Nothing else. Now I'm just going to go ahead and clean my eye area so we can move on to the face for now. So for the face, I did say that I want to use the Revolution Pro Blur Stick again. I have used it once. I'm hoping that video goes up before this one. But I used it with the Benefit Hello Happy foundation. Didn't particularly love the coverage of that foundation, and so it impacted my thoughts about the blur stick. So today I'm going to use it with Revolution foundation. I'm just going to go ahead and apply. I'm going to let that sit on my face for a couple of minutes just to soak in. Right, it's been 5 minutes and it's pretty much like the first time I tried it. It's not staying matte. It still feels really creamy on my face. But like the last time, I'm just gonna trust the process. So for my foundation today, I really want to use the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define. I haven't used this in a hot minute. So we're going to just use her. And see how the primer works. So, just for quick information, the Revolution Blur Plus Stick is supposed to be an improvement to the Revolution Blur Stick that they initially have. I think they still have that on their website. This has vitamin B5, C, and E. It says it's a universal face primer and lightweight and breathable pore blurring primer infused with vitamin B5, C, and E to help give the appearance of smooth and healthy skin. So that's a quick 1-2 about it. And I'm just tapping that in. I'm not swiping, I'm just tapping, tap, tap. Alright you guys, so for concealer today, I want to use the new Revolution Eyebright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. So I've got 3 shades. This contains vitamin C, and as at when I'm speaking to you now, it hasn't been released on the Revolution website, so I don't have all the lovely information to tell you about the amazing things it's supposed to do. The only thing that I know, so 15 shades packed with vitamin C, and it's supposed to give tired eyes an instant wake-up call. And this is called the Eyebright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. As I said, I've got 3 shades. So I've got deep tan, I've got deep caramel, and I've got caramel. So I'm going to swatch all 3. But literally this is what the packaging looks like. I'm not gonna lie you guys, just by looking at the packaging alone, it reminds me of the Charlotte Tilbury, which I actually have, the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away Liquid Concealer, which looks like this. That's what it reminds me of. I don't know if it performs like that, but that's what the packaging reminds me of. Okay, and lift it, and it's a cushion applicator. You just roll the bottom and the product comes on top, similar to like the Maybelline concealer. So okay, alright. Oh, looks creamy. So this is deep tan. That looks real creamy. Okay, the name of the product is also on top of the cap. I love the packaging. I'm not gonna lie, you get how many grams of product? You get 10 fluid ounce, which is 3 milliliter of product. These are the shades up close. So you've got deep tan, caramel, and the darkest shade here is deep caramel. So that's caramel, deep tan. I think I might go with deep tan just because it's got like a yellow undertone, and I do like the yellow look underneath my eyes. One thing I do want to say, when I did pick up my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Away, they didn't have that many shades as well, and so I was stuck having to just make do with the shade that they had. So this one is dark. So this one is shade dark. I haven't used this in ages, but just like the Revolution one, it's the twist up and the product comes out. So this was far too dark. I use it to contour sometimes, but it looks exactly like it. Not gonna lie. Alright, so let me go ahead and see how this works for me. So we're using deep tan. It does feel creamy on the hand, so I hope it translates underneath the eye. I wonder if you can clean these things, because I don't really like these cushion ones, but I guess you can put it at the back of your hand. I'm using it to highlight like I do. I'm not sure if it's just for underneath the eye, but I use the Charlotte Tilbury one this way as well, so. For all my concealers, I normally give it a couple of seconds to kind of settle in. So I'm going to wait. I'll let it settle in, blend it out, and I'm going to set it with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I use this for basically all my concealers and I've not had a problem. So hopefully it'll be okay. I like how it feels. It feels really, really moisturizing. Okay, it feels really good. Feels really creamy. Okay guys, you know that underneath my eyes usually dark. I can see the brightness. I don't know if it's that the shade is just light and so it's just automatically brightening it. But honestly, that looks really good. And that blends out really, really nice. Okay. I mean, you can't deny it. You can't deny that this looks really good. No creasing. I didn't have to pile on loads of concealer. And it looks really good. You can't deny that. So I'm going to use the dark shade in Deep Caramel to just contour a little bit. Take this off so I can contour my head. Alright, so I'm going to speed through the rest of my face. There isn't anything else that I haven't tried already. So yeah, let's just beat the rest of the face, and I love it. I'm just going to say it now, I love it. So, let's go. Alright, you guys, this is the finished look, and I want to give you guys my thoughts. First of all, can we appreciate how cute this hair is? My hair information will be in the description box, but of course my hair is from by EDBU, so I will leave it in the description box. So let's get right into these products, okay? First off, the Revolution Blur Stick. I'm on the fence with this because the Makeup Revolution foundation that I use is tried, trusted, true, love it, works really well for my skin, but I can still see my pores. I can really still see my pores, so I'm not seeing what it's blurring. Like, it's not blurring my pores enough. So it's a decent enough primer, but it's just not blurring my pores. So I don't know if it's not one of the primers that I would readily reach for, and the reason is because my Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer is also a pore blurring primer, and that actually does blur my pores. So I'm expecting the same, maybe a little less, but I'm not getting it at all with this product at the moment. So if the verdict changes on this product, I'll let you guys know, but for now it just didn't blur my pores basically. And then obviously what we are here for, the eyebright Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. This has vitamin C. Few points. I love the packaging. I love the fact that I can actually see the product going down. There isn't a lot of product. Like, you can already see the line where I clicked and it's come up a little bit. So I don't know how long this will last for. I guess it will depend on what the price point is, because at the moment I don't know how much this is going to cost. But you only do get 10 fluid ounce, which is 3 milliliters of product, which is tiny. So I don't know how long this is gonna last you, because literally guys, I didn't layer. I only applied like I normally apply my concealer. Maybe you're supposed to use this alongside another concealer just to give you the brightening effect. I don't know, but I use it as a standard concealer, and for me, I fear that this product is going to finish quite quickly. The elephant in the room, it does look like the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Wand Concealer, and dare I say, it does perform like the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Wand Concealer. The only thing I would say is that the darker shade that I used to contour, it didn't dry on me quickly. The Charlotte Tilbury one from memory dries pretty fast, whereas the Revolution one doesn't, which is really good because it gives you time to blend it out. In terms of the coverage, I didn't apply too much, and I think it blended out really nicely. I mean, my under eye looks bright, it looks awake. I use my translucent powder like I always do. So whatever color you're seeing now, it is the concealer because my powder is translucent. So it did do its job, and I'm sure if I layered it, I'd even get a brighter effect, because obviously I've got dark circles and all of that. I didn't even color correct. I didn't do any of that. So you gotta give it props. It did its job. It brightened my under eye. It looks fabulous. It felt really good. Very hydrating. No creases. No dry under eyes. I love it. I absolutely love the way it feels. I love the way it performs. For me, if you want fuller coverage, you can layer it, but I'm pretty happy with the way I used it today. Do I recommend it? Abso-freaking-lutely. Not a fan of the fact that there are only 15 shades, but I don't know if it's something to do with these types of products, because even the Charlotte Tilbury one doesn't come in that many shades. But I'm guessing Revolution is going to keep working on increasing their shades, because that's what they do with their other products, because there's a massive jump between caramel and deep caramel, deep tan as well. So there are a few shades in between that I think Revolution has room to improve. But I guess for the most part, for me to find a concealer that works for me, I think I'm pretty happy with this. It doesn't make your under eyes feel dry, and it feels really comfortable, blends really nicely and brightens. So I definitely recommend it. I think I've rambled enough about it. I love it. So definitely check it out when it does come out, guys, because I think it's such an amazing product from Revolution, and they're stepping up their concealer, foundation, base game. Like, they just keep stepping it up, and I'm so here for it. Quickly, for the Revolution Forever Flawless Optimum Palette, I don't know if it's because mine is old, but I think pigmentation isn't 100%. The shimmers are pretty dull, but you know, if you like looks like this is pretty cute, easy to throw on, then definitely check it out. I think it's still on sale on the Revolution page, and it's pretty inexpensive, so I'm okay with it. It's not my favorite, but I am okay with it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what your thoughts in the comment section. Are you gonna check out these eye brightening concealers? What are your thoughts in terms of the application and the look on my face? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. Please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Remember, God doesn't like ugly. Be nice to someone today, and Black lives always matter. And I'll catch you guys pretty soon. Take care.